Hey guys, welcome to another PHENOMSOUND tutorial, and in today's video we are going to take a look at my personal favorite type of drum and bass. It's a freaking heavy neurofunk with dust-up groove. Let's take a listen. You can grab this FL Studio project, all of the Serum presets and samples from it on my Patreon page. There is just an enormous library of content from all of my previous tutorials, which is definitely gonna make your music production process much easier. So consider checking my Patreon page, you won't be disappointed. Also, I have two Serum preset packs, which contains lots of sick presets in different genres and different styles, so make sure to check the previews in the description of this video. And the sound that we are going to synthesize in today's video, I call it the driver bass, because it drives the whole groove of the drop. All you have to do is put this bass, you put the drums, then you're adding any synth, and you've got a super heavy, super intense drop that's gonna blow everyone's head off if you are playing it live. So here's this bass. So if we add the drums, and synth, and you have a fat sounding full drop without any additional stuff. So this bass is really massive. Let's find out how to make it, and it's based on the REESE bass. The classic REESE bass. I have a tutorial on this type of REESE bass. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check the 3 types of REESE basses tutorial. And let's get rid of the post-processing. And create a new sound. We're going to be using the saw waves on both oscillators. Let's set the octaves to -2 on both. Enable the noise, set it to the ARP white. Enable the sub. Select this saw wave as well and set the octave to -2. Set the unison to 2 on both. And switch to the global tab and turn everything to mono. So this is our REESE bass. If we distort it all the way up and enable the legato, there you go. Let's bring our sub bass. And I'm gonna automate it using this type of envelope. By the way, let's set the level on both oscillators at around 25%. And automate those. Enable the retriggering and set the rate at 1/8. And let's also automate the sub and the noise. Then we are going to use some slightly touch of the effemin. Set it at 38. We are having a bit more phasing, and this works for me. Let's also use the second LFO to have a pitch automation. Make it look like this, set it to 2 bar and switch to the metric step and automate the master tuning using this LFO. Set it at 16. Nice. Let's use filter. It's going to be the all passes one. Enable the filtering of the B, noise, and the sub oscillators. Move the cutoff all the way up. Drag the automation to it and set it at -38. Set the resonance at around 80. Now we have our sub. Automate it and set it at 13. Set the drive at around 25 and the damp at 20. Let's go to the FXs tab and enable the flanger. Set the mix at around 45. We are going to be using the chorus as well. Set depth at 13 milliseconds, feedback at around 15%, and the mix at 15% as well. So now we have a bit more space. Then we are going to compress it using the multiband compressor, set again at 13. High frequency compression at around 60. Mids at 160. As well as the lows. And let's also use the second filter. It's going to be the high notch 12. Move the cutoff down, automate it, setting it at 70. Automate the resonance, set it at 55. Set the drive at 30. And the frequency at 80. Okay, let's get to the post-processing. It's quite intense, so first I'm compressing this sound using the OTT. By the way, I have another OTT on my sidechain channel. So I have this kind of settings, downwards compression set at 10% and some tweaking of the frequency knobs. Then I'm EQing it, picking up what's lacking. In this case, it's sub-bass and some high frequencies for the crispiness. Then I'm leaving some space for my main synth. Which is a very individual, so you don't have to do this. Then I wanted to compress it, but instead of using OTT, I preferred the Serum FX compressor. I don't know, it feels much crispier to me with this kind of compressor. So I have it also set to multiband compression, set again at 14, high frequencies at 80, as well as the mids, and 130 on the lows. By the way, I've set this stereo separation all the way down, which makes it really wide. So this is dead mono. This makes it really wide. After we've manipulated the stereo image of the sound, I'm bringing back the low frequencies to mono, which is everything below 180. Because we don't need that to be stereo. And then I have some post EQ, removing some mod and sharpness. Which is really minor, but you can hear the difference in the mix. Then I'm limiting it using boost. which is just an amazing limiter. Then it's routed to my sidechain channel. I'm adding another OTT on all this stuff. So the low frequencies here are a bit pumped up. And another boost with -3 decibel output gain. Then on my master I have another OTT, which makes it super fat. Downwards compression is set to 0 to make it very loud. And the high frequencies and all of the frequency knobs are looking like this. Then final boost with the focus set all the way up, as well as the max gain to make it loud. And the transient emphasis set at 65. And there you go. There are a few things that I would like to point out so you could better understand the synthesis. I'm using the all passive filter. The use of the filter is not very obvious, and I can totally understand that. Here's the difference. You can see how much crispiness it adds and how it increases the impact of the transients. So basically, transients are the noise filter. So it feels like the transients are okay here. But if we bring it back, so fat and so crispy now. So you should really take this filter into account. And tiny bonus, if we change the first LFO automation, we have a super fat REESE bass, which is kind of similar to Aggressor Bunks, Burr Oak, and lots of other drum and bass producers that make killer drum and bass. And now you can sound just like them. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, hope it really helps. If it does, hit like, leave a comment and subscribe to PHENOMSOUND for more tutorials. I'm also going to start live streaming on Twitch real soon, so stay tuned, follow my Instagram page for the announcements, updates, personal stuff, music stuff. Huge thanks for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!